Probably one of the most difficult things for the modern entrepreneur to understand is that failure is often the only way to learn, grow, or have any type of winning product. Let me explain. You see, most of the time, people attempt to create something that's perfect. They have perfectionism, and this is often a direct sign of paralysis analysis. In fact, you watch more videos like this than you do anything for your business, or you would be too busy to watch videos like this. It's probably not true, especially if you built a freedom-based business like myself and many others. I just like to make little jokes from here and there, break the tension. This is commonly referred to as overthinking. And some of the worst things that I know people do is that they then make overthinking their personality. And if you don't know, personality traits are often just beliefs that are carried out over an incredibly long period of time that have been mixed with emotions, and now they have results from past events. So therefore, you add all those together and you say, this is who I am. Fun fact, you are allowed and totally capable of changing that at any given moment. One of my favorite quotes from Jim Rohn is change is an instant, but it's proven over a lifetime. You see, if today you decide to stop being the person who overthinks is chasing an imaginary version of perfection is and perfect that will never actually exist and only is arbitrarily in your mind because you can't know anything until you try and mess up, in which case you can then improve after receiving negative feedback. What? Yes, negative feedback is sometimes the feedback, if not all the time, the feedback that actually produces growth in your business, offer, product, service, whatever it is. When you make a post or an offer or a flyer that you want to go to your market with, you want to post on social media or you want to move forward with marketing, and you send it to people who are unqualified and you don't give them specific instructions, here's what that feedback is going to sound like. Well, this looks great. I love the way it looks. The colors are so amazing. Man, that's impressive. You did all this by yourself. These are not helpful for you because this has nothing to do with increasing the likelihood that whatever you're making adds to helping your clients or helping your business. All it does is ensure that your ego grows and that you're upset when you spend $100 a day on ads to a landing page that overall doesn't convert. The better way to do this is to ask for more negative feedback in a way that allows the person you're asking to feel safe to give you constructive criticism. If you're not the type of person who can handle criticism, then you're really not going to grow at all. To assume that you know how to do everything perfectly because it makes sense in your brain based on what you have done before, and this thing is something that you've never done before, is absolutely insane. You have to fail. You have to learn what's wrong. So the better way to ask for feedback is to say things like this. This is how I do. If I'm having somebody review some type of content or something that's like a video like this, I would say, what do you hate about this video? What is the thing that you like the least about it? So I can understand what they don't and why. Now, this does not mean you have to take every negative advice to heart or change it at all. It just means you can have a realistic opinion on where improvements could be, because there are going to be times, especially when these people are unqualified, where that advice is just wrong. And by changing some of those things, it will hurt you. But you need to know anyway, because this is going to be what your general public reacts to it the same way. Now, if I'm trying to work on some type of sales content, or offer document, some type of marketing thing that I'm intending for this to help my customers see the value that I bring on a 10-to-1 ratio so that they feel it's a no brainer to work with me inside my program or my consulting or whatever the type of offers we have in the future. And in that case, I'm only going to send that to somebody who either has a better result than me in the given business or is proven to be better at whatever form of marketing that it is that I'm trying to do. Simply put, an easy way to qualify people is if you look at their marketing, their offers, their stuff, and you're like, man, I would buy this, especially when it has nothing to do with what you do. That's a good sign that they have a pretty good system you can take for what they have for granted. So I send it to those people and say, hey, what on here would make you absolutely never want to buy from this? And what on here before that made you question if you were going to buy from this? These are things I want to remove or improve immediately. And if I can send this to my best skeptic, the person who's going to be the harshest and tell me the things I don't want to hear, then I have a serious chance to improve. And I'm going to improve much faster than the person who gets cupcake, fluffy, nice to hear advice. Listen, I promise if you work with me inside the program, there is absolutely no way I'm going to say things in a nice manner. In fact, there's plenty of times where I've had to stand toe to toe with clients and face off against limiting beliefs like Mike Tyson in his prime. And I would do it 10 out of 10 because I know that sometimes the things that we have inside our brain become so true and repeated and they feel so real that we feel obligated to follow the action steps associated with those. That does not mean you have to. You can break away from that today, and you would be shocked at the amount of revenue, happiness, fulfillment that you can uncover in a short amount of time if you simply let go of some of these and spend more time in active awareness on the other side of business, working on it instead of in it, not putting out fires 24/7, but focusing on how to build sustainable client acquisition systems, social media presence, long-standing networking, build things to where it's fun, to where you don't have to live around your business, but your business lives around you. It's totally possible. I've helped my clients do it. I've done it. And I hope this video was enough value for you. So either way, you stop overthinking and get to action. You're never going to know until you learn. Love.